You belong to a different class. Try yoga next door, sweetie." His voice was so loud that it cut through the dojo like a slap. As laughter echoed around the room, he pointed at her smugly, and she remained motionless. Her back straight, her eyes calm, and a plain gray t-shirt adhering to her body. Emily Parker was wearing a white belt knotted tight. She had no special equipment, no attitude, and no need to prove anything, but he appeared offended by everything about her. He scoffingly turned aside and said, "We don't babysit grocery girls," loud enough to be heard again. She had heard it before at the checkout line where she worked nights at the gym. People saw what they wanted in a soft, small quiet, but they never looked deeper. That one hurt more. It wasn't just dismissive, it was personal. The class started cutter drills, sparring preparation. The black belt yelled commands and applauded the loudest students while hurling thinly veiled criticisms at her, saying things like, "Too soft, too slow, loosen your stance unless ballet is your thing." Other students giggled uneasily, avoiding her eyes. The final exercise, sparring, came and he clapped twice. "Let's wrap it up with a lesson." Emily said nothing, but she moved through every motion with fluid precision, not flashy or forceful. Just efficient, grounded, intentional, and that infuriated him. She wasn't folding as he expected, she wasn't reacting, and she wasn't giving him anything. He said, eyes locked on her new girl, "You and me," everyone froze. On the first day, nobody sparred with the instructor. This was public humiliation rather than training. Emily stepped forward without hesitation. She bowed. The mat was quiet. The energy changed. He circled her, bouncing lightly on his toes, relaxed, but with an edge of aggression. "Defend yourself." He grinned. He struck first low kick. She shifted, clean dodge. He followed with a palm strike, strong and fast. She blocked barely. He narrowed his eyes. No more playing. He lunged in full force, ready to overwhelm her with speed and pressure, but that's when it happened. She moved one. Seamless motion, pivot, drop, under grab, wrist, twist, leverage, and then impact. His body hit the mat so hard the air left the room. Silence. His ego collapsed before anyone could speak. She stepped back, bowed politely, and said nothing. She didn't gloat. She didn't grin. She didn't need to. What they didn't know, what none of them ever thought to ask, was that Emily had been training in traditional Aikido since she was 6, taught by her father in quiet Daijus, barefoot on hardwood floors year after year without chasing belts or praise. Her art was about time, energy, redirection, and not about force, ego, or flaunting herself in front of others. She never wore a black belt, not because she didn't deserve one, but rather because she never required the title. Her strength lay in silence. She had come to this dojo on purpose, having heard the stories of how women were treated and how beginners were broken down. She wasn't looking for approval. Instead, she came to confront a system that laughed too loudly and listened too little. When the time came, she let her skill speak, and the instructor stood slowly, eyes wide and his mouth open, but nothing came out. What could he say that she got lucky that he slipped? The room remained frozen, and then one by one the students began to clap, not loudly, not coerced, but sincere, because they saw what true mastery looked like. Emily picked up her bag, left without a word, unshaken, unbothered, and unforgettable. The following week, the dojo wall posted a new rule: no assumptions, just observation. Below it was the name of the girl, Emily Parker, who taught them all what true power looks like in a single movement. They laughed at the girl and undervalued her, saying that some of the strongest people in the room are those who wait for the right moment to reveal it. And when they do, they change everything. Before we end, please let us know where you are watching from. If this story inspired you, hit the like button and leave a karma in the comments section below.